So I'm here to take the profile of Mrs. Janet Tayo Faremi. I read, Ambassador Dr. Janet Tayo Faremi is an accomplished entrepreneur, businesswoman, social sales and marketing strategist, skilled in negotiation, marketing management, and also a self-determined business icon. The computer science graduate has passion for the uplifting and empowerment of youth, women, and girls in all endeavors. She has mentored over 10,000 young women in business circles, startups, and scale-up, and she regularly speaks at entrepreneurship programs in the University of Ilorin, Kwara State University, Kwara State Polytechnic, International Vocational Technical and Entrepreneurship College, Ivy Tech, and many more institutions. She loves to speak with humor, using our real-life stories to keep our audience captivated. On August 19, 2021, she became a youth ambassador with the West African ECOWAS Youth Council and also got an award with the Nelson Mandela Leadership Award of Excellence and Integrity. She is the CEO of Ambassador Stores, which specializes in wholesale and retail of general kitchenwares, homeware, and appliances, which was founded by her in the year 2007. She is on a mission to help driven startups, entrepreneurs, and also assist them to identify their talents and passion to profit and impact their world. In March 2022, she won the Under 40 African Awards category of Sales and Marketing representing Nigeria in Accra, Ghana. In 2023, she was conferred with the Doctor of Science in Business Management and Corporate Governance by the European American University, Republic of Panama. For her outstanding contributions in the areas of entrepreneurship, development, business management, empowerment, and leadership, she featured in a documentary aired on DSTV titled Offer. On African Magic Yoruba, she was named among the successful females from Offa Town in Kwara State, Nigeria. She was also named amongst 100 notable women from Offa. She was one of the panel of judges at the Kwara State Social Investment Program, KWASIP, Kwarapreneur 5.0. Pitching is a program and event available to support young entrepreneurs and innovators in the state. She has collaborated with many brands and companies like Trade Lender, Kwara Build, NUJ, and several government agencies. She has been featured in so many reputable television, magazines, newspaper, and social media platforms, including NTA, Today's Woman, The Sun Nigeria, The Nation newspaper, The Guardian newspaper, Supreme International magazine, Ghana Web, Kwara Tabloid magazine, African Travel, The Street Journal, and many more. She's also the present national coordinator of the AFC-FTA Young Entrepreneur Federation headquarters in Accra, Ghana. She's also a member of the International Tropics Summit headquarters in South Africa. She sits on the executive board for some non-profit organizations and NGOs in Nigeria. I present to you Ambassador Dr. Janet Tayo Faremi, who has been recognized and honored with more than 30 awards, both at local and international levels. She is happily married with 2 wonderful children.
Thank you very much. So I would like to invite Dr. Janet Faremi, 15 minutes. I hope you'll be able to do justice.
I'll try.
Thank you, Ma.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Standing on all existing protocols. Thank you, Mommy, for the opportunity. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Mas. So I don't want to rush because that 15 minutes is small, but let us take it from there. As my profile reads, I always use my life experience, to educate women in business. And so many times I've asked so many people ask me, is it only business that you do? I say yes. But in business, you can get so many opportunities. Only if you're smart enough. And in my whole situation, I married early, so I have 2 children. Thank God they're in the university now. But then, those days, you have to do so many things together. And today, I thank God for where I am today. Most times, most people don't really know the challenges somebody has actually passed through. What they see is that, you are too fat. But I just tell them, thank you very much. If you see everybody in our family, you will know. But most importantly, getting married, and when you marry and you marry somebody from Ofa, I'm also from Ofa. You should know what I'm talking about. So I think that marriage thing resetted my head. So meaning that you have to work. And not just only work, you have to work harder. Not only that, you have to work smarter. So I remember when I got married, I was a dropout. So people like us now, we are very lucky. On the wedding night, we get belly. So, so I had to struggle with that. So exactly 1 year after my marriage, I got my boy. 3 months later, again, I was pregnant again. So that is why my children are like twins. So, but I remember when I was pregnant with my second daughter, my daughter, I had I won't call it an argument, but it is me and my mother-in-law. And I won't say she abused me, but at least, so we were watching a TV program and she just insulted me somehow, and she was like, it is because you are a dropout. If you go to school, you will think better. That thing entered my head. I was just like, you said what? So I went to my room, I wept. I'm not that dull. In school, I'm one of the best 3. So what happened? But sometimes the devil have a way of shaking you up on a reoka dabune. But if you are focused, you are prayerful, you can retrace those steps. And sometimes in marriages, if you are not very careful, you mix it in that aspect as well. Because to be very honest, that thing really touched me. I don't think I told my husband even up to today that this is what your mother said. But at least I sat up, I was like, but I want to go back to school. So I told my husband I want to go back to school and I want to start business. I said it is both of them. And it's just because when you get married, there are some expectations you are expecting and you don't get it. So you know that, and when you now have a husband that is not willing to support you in that aspect, what do? So I was like, okay, no problem. But I still want to do business. Which business do you want to do? What do you even want to do? So I went ahead, took form, want to go back to school, had to do JAMB. Then I told him the business again. He said, no. You have 2 nursing children. What do you there's always an excuse. They'll look for something to say. So I just called my uncle. He's late now, God bless his soul. I said, Uncle, I want to start business and I want to go back to school. He said, which one do you? I said, both of them. Okay, do this. He arranged whatever and he sent me some money. I did both of them. It can be very tiring. It is not easy. If you see me there, you think, but I just want to be successful by all means. So most time I always tell people that my own story itself is not straight. Because I have been better business, you know. So it's not that you have one money somewhere. So you know, and when you start that business and you have, I won't call them enemies, but you already have people that I will be say, you know, we are Yorubas now. So you have to determine that I must not fail. In fact, that is what keeps me going. So, and when I started, you know, I started my business with 50,000 then, 18 years ago. So I didn't know about the business, but I just wanted to, I wanted to do kitchen items. So I took myself to Lagos, stayed with a friend. She took me to the market the next day. We went around, we priced, 50,000 fairer. So, but I started like that. I don't even have a shop. So what I do is I'll go to people's offices and announce it's Montakinika. I did that for like a year. Because over here in Ilorin, they are good at that. That credit, I don't know who will deliver us. They will insult you on top of your money. So the best thing, I just felt, okay, I want to open a shop. So, you know, I told my husband I want to, you know, that time, wanting faith, dear. So I've started going to school then. You know, it's not easy with 2 toddlers. I have to go to carry them to daycare. You know, so many things. Going to school, coming back. You know, you want to read at night. Oh my God. I'll be weeping. So sometimes, that is why I used to tell most women, sometimes if you are not married yet, that stability, do you understand there? Because it is when you marry, you now enter the real work. So, and when I was like, I want to open a shop. When I told my husband, he said, no, this place is too far. You will not go and pick the children on time. You are always discouraging me. And I'll prove you wrong. So one day, I think I just went to Tanke. So my brother, I'm a triplet. So, so my brother just told me that, one of daddy's property, you can just, I said, I went there, that place was so big. You understand? That place was so big, I was just like, I was a bit discouraged, but I was like, okay, at least if I tell my husband I want to use one of my dad's property, he should accept. So when I got home, I told him, he was like, Rara, you can family, I need to family there. Do you have what I will? Please, you know. And sometimes with me, Mama Fagidiche, so many things. Sometimes it's not right as a Christian woman, but so it worked for me. That is Agidini. You know, sometimes my husband understands where I'm coming from, or far. So I you will not be like, hey, can you talk so so, but you will not accept or initially. You will never. No, you tell of a man, no, yeah, or is that authority? You go. So anyway, so I started shortly. So I took a loan from a bank, Blue Corn Microfinance Bank. That's another story. Then in contact with a seen. In fact, now I always discourage people not to collect loan. Although I facilitate the loan, but sometimes really she loan I need. You understand? There are so many things, store or more loan, big bar. And if you are not very careful, you enter into. You want to solve one problem, but you are creating another problem. You know, there are some text messages the bank will send to you. Gentle reminder. The repayment of your loan for this month. Oh my God. Even if you take Lexotan. So why? So, our topic, Gaga, Shebi, you know. Let's go. So, don't mind me, I'll be mixing everything up. You see, let me tell you, in Nigeria, you want to speak that Queen's English. Would that Queen's English help? So most time you put it inside one another. So that most of our mummies can understand what you're saying. When we speak too much grammar, you know, and you know, sometimes when people come in front of me and you want to pitch for a business, we ask some questions. Calm down. When you tell them that, you will think that you've solved one problem for them. They can now talk. So more notice, but most times, you see this culture that we brought to Nigeria. So it is well. So let's continue, please. So our topic is about loan, Abi. Assessing loan funding. Number one, you have to self-finance yourself. That's number one option. And that means business. Some people want to do business, they don't have 1 naira. It shows that maybe you are not serious, small. So that is number one. Number two, your family and friends. Because sometimes some people will be like, our family me want to your low what is no that bad. Oh, there one. You know? And you know, some people now, my family are not serious. You see, let me tell you sometimes, it's those family that will come and bail you out. Because when they want to give you loan, they will say they are looking for guarantor. And there's some financial institution will even say, put one family member. Okay, ni to mu lo. Talk about the family member. I should out. So now about the family member. Oh, le fun loan what mo po da. So please, we have to work on that. So number three, that is it, very important. So number three, number two there. Now we call it crowdfunding. We call it crowdfunding because, you know, we have ways of using our English now. Crowdfunding in the sense that, like here now, we are help. And sometimes we want to make it maybe a bit anonymous. So I can put CC platform that there's somebody that needs help. We have 50K or maybe 100K. Can we contribute for the person? We might not really mention the person's name. And even with that 100K that we are looking for, you can be very lucky we see 200 or 500,000. And sometimes one come a kofeni. Oya lo fi bere. Ti mo kan to come aso na ni pe àwọn daughters of Deborah o, àwọn náà lọ kan ti baba ti ri gbogbo wọn sa mo ki wọn. They will not tell you, okay, ni 2,000 lo mu when you. So sometimes things like that also work. So then to our loan. So we have so many loan facilities. You know, the government loans, the SMEDAN, they are even doing, as of yesterday, the portal for the SMEDAN was open for grants. So later I'll post it for Mommy Adeyemi so that people can fill the form. And please, use that opportunity. You were here when Mommy San said, sometimes it works. You hit that jackpot. That's of yesterday. One of my aunties, she wants to die. She said, there's one grant. They are collecting money. They are collecting their account number. One basum, one retire lot, one enable. Oh, Abi, don't you know about the money? All these things, they are collecting people's They have collected the money now. So sometimes, if you don't really know what is going on, you just enter into trouble. Then again, we have small business grants. You say that grant, most times, a grant is a money that but sometimes, sure, that is what you want to use it for. So sometimes said they want to monitor you to be sure. And sometimes they just don't want to give you. They will say, oh yeah, come to us. Let us do interview for you, or you pitch your businesses. Then we now see maybe you actually need some money. So, and we have two main ways to get loan from the government, both federal and the state government. The two ones are the loan and the grants. Then of recent, they added the empowerment. But the empowerment, Olóṣèlú, how did I put it? Want to politicize it, thank you. So what about sínú ẹgbẹ́? Kò lè kàn. So those guys, and it's not supposed to be like that, but that's the way ahead. So let's now stick to the grants and the loan. So, and how to win a pitch for a business presentation. Because I happen to have done so many jury, judging, and these are what we expect from you people. Number one, you have to be polite, simple, and composed. Because people believe when you're coming for a pitching competition, it is only when we do it in schools we expect you to speak in English. Because you are a student, we assume you are a student. But when we are doing a general, English. English, what do you say? English, in fact, that would be a roof for you. So the best thing, just tell them to stay. So the main thing, be composed, be polite. When you come in, these are, for instance, let me use this. These are the panel of judges. We are panelists now. First of all, the moment they even see people like us, they walk across the bang. So, what we expect as you're coming in, hello ma, hello sas. Hello mi o kan jawole ni ero ko sonu gan ni. I'm sorry to say, e ma ro ko sonu gan ni, yo tun wa mo wo yan. Many people fed dogun le. And most times when we people are doing things like this, we are always like, yes, because so sometimes you have to tell them at the gate, I'm check, I want you. So number 2, what is my number 1? I want to know you are following me. Okay. So number 2, make yourself easy to understand. Be simple, as in straight to the point. You understand? Because some people will just come to your front. I started this business when my father died. I'm talking from a very good example. When my father died, from that my local government, they now gave me a land. They now said I should be doing farming. So I now started the farming. So the farming is not going well. I'm just expecting you to tell me what exactly, why are you here? You are where you're. So by the time you are now going to what you want at Ilago, in fact, I go to Mondon, you see that you've wasted your time. Because by the time, before you come in, they will have told you maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes, So there's timer, automatic. So just go straight to the point and make it simple for us to understand. Then be focused, have clarity and structure. You understand? Have clarity. What exactly do you want to use the money for? That is what I expect. And báwo ni tán bá fẹ́ lówó yẹn? Báwo la ṣe fẹ́ rí lọ ṣe fẹ́ dá owó yẹn padà? So that's number 3. And in that number 3, meaning that your structure, the beginning of your sentence, meaning that when you greeted us, I want you to keep up with that is a plus on you. That greeting, no jowa loju gan. So number 2, your middle, like then your conclusion. So number 4, engaging your judges and giving them the attention to drive you to that purpose. You see, when you come to pitch for a grant or for a loan, we are telling a story. And we just want to know business wo lo nse, ìdí tí mo fi wá, kíni, some people will tell me like 5 problems. And I know the 5 problems we cannot solve. but at least I think we can solve 2. So I will not even give you the option again. The main. So when you tell us, we can know. Okay, you are a tailor. That tailor, ó fẹ́ gba shop, ó fẹ́ ra machine, ó fẹ́ ká bá ń sanwó salary àwọn staff, ó fẹ́ ká bá ń ra material. God bless you, mommy. Ó tún fẹ́ ká bá àwọn customer. Tell the problem yẹn pọ̀. So I will not be like, which one? And she will now be like, I want to collect shop. I will say, your house. You cannot be using that your house. Because some people don't know to collect shop now. It's not smiling, no. Yeah. Then there's no light. You run light in the house. You run gen in the shop again. You pay for your house rent. You pay for your shop. People now in Lagos are using their houses for business. Our time online, I design yàrá kan ni. Aba ti fi logo wa sí lẹ́yìn. God bless you, mommy. Hallelujah. I don't know why they put me for last there. Then I'm in number 5. Support whatever you want to tell us with example and facts. Like you want to tell me now that, okay, you are a tailor and you needed sewing machine. Let's understand. I want you to tell me, sewing machine is a problem. Meaning that you can just tell me that, okay, you have like 4 or 5 apprentices, then you want them to have their each sewing machines. Then again, you only have 2. So that 2, you will now be like, okay, if you get me 3 more, okay. So if you buy me 3 more sewing machines, we can now. So, but I'm trying to understand why you need 5 sewing machines. You don't understand what I mean. Because you are not able to prove to me that you have that problem. So what I mean by proving to me is maybe showing me a picture of your shop. Or maybe a small video that, oh mommy, tabati ránṣọ lórí machine yìí, le whip. Lórí. So that is just what we need. So that is it. Then sometimes you now go to social medias. Sometimes if I see that you are not an old school person, everything now is digitalized. The only question I will ask you, what is you now even look for some people, you can't find them with some funny names. When you want to give your name business, because they will just join one funny name together. So we can't find you on social media. So it's a problem. And some people claim to be doing business. We open their social media, the only thing we will see. I will not be like, are you into fashion parade? Maybe you say you are selling clothes. So where is the clothes? So I'm in number 6. So Noni, show that you are scalable. Scalable means, okay, you need 500,000. What do you need the 500,000 for? Let me give you a very good example. A guy in the last section we did came, and I think he's from Kayama side. A young guy, and he's doing very well because when I asked for his intern at Mutiribogwe, so it was like, he's into rice farming, but harvest rice. They will mill it there, you will carry again, they will distone it. So you now, and I said, please, what exactly do you want us to do? Then how much do you need? He now said 500,000. I said, for what? He said, I want to start doing packaging. Packaging. I said, do you think packaging is your problem? Yes, ma. Because I want to be doing 5 kg, 10 kg. So I write my name on the packaging. Shey they say that your own head, you cannot have a miller. Your own head, you cannot have a distoner. Nínú ẹjọ́ tọrọ, wọ́n náà lọ́rọ̀ ẹjọ́ ní sẹ́lẹ̀ lọ́n ṣe ń bì kan. That is it, because if you don't know about it, okay, for instance, you have 10 bags of rice. When you carry it to the miller, 8 in your bajade. Yes. From 8, number 2 gbé lọ sí ibi tán ti di stone, 5 ni ó bá jáde. 5 náà na wá kó fún ọ. Ìwọ wá ní wọ́n fẹ́ mọ̀ ṣe package Ọlọ́run mọ̀ já ṣe ẹgbẹ́ wa kú. So I was like, so what do you want me to do now? Do you still want to collect that 500? Because I can give you 2 million. You now said, okay, ma. And I said, see, they are recording us. You now know what you will do. You will go out. We've told him what he will do. Fortunately, there's one of my auntie that knows about this stoner. She has told us the price, the miller. So I want to go then you will now use the rest for packaging. So we've done 3 in 1. Yes. I now beg the media people, delete alakoko so that we can just, we have to be accountable. We can justify. But that means okay, so we know we have told him what he should say. So I was just like, okay, what do you want? So so you want a distoner, how much it is? Okay, wrong go. Motuwani, how much is the miller? The guy that was our third judge is from the Bank of Industry. The man was even correcting him on the first one. How much is the stoner? The stoner attack with any, I think maybe 380 or something. What's your 21 2? So already we don't know how we can calculate that 2 million. So I would just said, okay, so what do you now want to use the rest for? For packaging, packaging, only 5 million. You will now scatter everything. So that was what we just did for him, just be going. And in that type of situation, you discover that but if you don't limit packaging and packaging is not his problem. When you have that distoner and the miller, other people will come and distone. So as you are selling your rice, you are making money from the miller, you are making money from the distoning. Say packaging. So please, we have to set our priority right in business. Then you have to be innovative and unique. Like what mommy said the other time, that when you go to my social media, I can be touche, like the princess of England or business from Ofa. If I want to be the Yoruba queen, I saw Yoruba locally in a long go by. What are you to tell my customers or people when I go to trainees? You come, you be like, hello, my name is Janet Faremi. I'm just from the US. I'm selling this bottled water. This bottled water, when you drink it, you will not die again. You knew call amboso. And you book all of it at Dafun. So you will not be confused that what exactly is this person saying. So I want you to be very real. Just do that. You know, when you start your advertisement, in the next 10 seconds, I want them to understand that this is Katon Kolowore. You understand? And you'll be like, let me do it in our local way. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi mọ̀mọ̀ tún jẹ́ ambassador iṣẹ́ omi lásán náà ni mo gbé wá. Omi náà làwa polówó omi ìgbàlà ni. Omi bẹ́ẹ̀ báyìí ti mú tẹ́ fi wẹ̀ lásán gbogbo àìsàn ara yín yóò lọ ni. Ó tà bọ̀ níta. I just called it omi water, not the water. So you don't understand. So sometimes èyí tá máa fi ń ṣera wa ló máa ń pọ̀. Because we want to overdo. We want to do what others are doing. Be local and sell your market. It is the video I do with Yoruba voiceover that go viral. You would think they don't hear English, you know. You know, I have a video on TikTok. Ambassador stores. So everywhere, some people don't even know my real name. So Ambassador stores, you see me there. So there's it's about bread making, because I do that as well. I'm not a baker, I'm a self-taught baker or YouTube but that is why I tell most people, you don't need to look for money for BB training. YouTube night, we have so many teachers that will teach you for free. I want in Nigeria, 20,000, 50,000. Go to YouTube, free, and they will teach you very well. I did not say you should not pay for the 20 million. No, even if you have that, pay. Maybe it is you that you not understand. They are still not, you know, in Nigeria, they are still not teaching you everything. They are keeping some recipes. I'm inside the business, I know it. In the video, when we do the editing, we have just make a banana bread. For you to have a very good banana bread, you have to use baking soda and baking powder. I want baking soda and kalalu. So I'm about to skip baking powder. See what about shades here, you will not get it. So that is the trick. But most people don't know. You understand? That is why I used to say, always seek for that knowledge. You can't tell by they will tell you the truth. But some people are too big, especially we Christians. I think we're a gaggle. One indigenous kini lo mo pe. Mimi àti o kin sọ̀rọ̀. Oh, lucky. Ko joro na lo. Better swallow your pride. Because it's that dickiness naked that has the password. You are not saying you are not greeting her. Why are you not greeting her? Why are you? Because sometimes in churches, I don't know why we do that. And the other side of us, I want to say, because be friends with ourselves. When you hear one information, èmi kọ́ mo ní ọmọ lọ sí school tó bá náà wá teacher ọ̀lọ́wọ́ kàwé ọ̀lọ́ wọ́n àwọn tó jẹ́ pọ̀ mọ̀ pé wọ́n kàwé wọ́n mọ̀ náà ń gba teacher ìwọ náà lọ gbà form, but some people will never give you that information. Already because they are disadvantaged in that level, they will not tell you, and it's not good. But our second people, I don't want to use all my mouth to say it. They will even, how do you know? I enter one once I put but sometimes with the ambassador stores, they don't know my real name as Janet. The woman you see that Janet, you know I'm a Christian. But ambassador store, they don't know. So they thought I was a Muslim. Moral is someone, a roll by me. I say, want to we are dear. We are behaving ourselves, you know, and they patronize themselves. They will never come out to patronize we Christians. And in the church, everything, let's change. Let's change, please. You see, like, sometimes it's not all about money. Information is the key. Yes. When you give people some information that can liberate them, they will not forget you for life. So why are you so hard? I don't know. I really, please let us change. Then, okay, then you have to show evidence that you can pay back the money. You have to show evidence that you can pay back the money. Sometimes, when I see that I really want to help you, and I see that you are not lying too much, because we used to lie. We used to lie. Like there was a man, you know, there was a man. I was telling him that he's lying. I can't balance it. Money board, that's 62 naira. Murila can't see me. That's 2 million. Once I say withdraw 100 and can show me. Now everything is online. So So with that, you have discouraged me. Please. So always show us that you can pay the money back. Then wọ́n béèrè owó tẹ́ bá mọ̀ pé yóò ju agbára yín lọ. Please. Then do not argue when you are being corrected. Sometimes I too know it's for some people. Like there was a particular lady, she said she wants to use the money to buy rice. Mo dẹ̀ ṣe báyìí sí. Tẹ́bí bá ti fún mi lóhùn ń lọ kó foreign rice ni. Màá lọ kó olóhùn olùwà. Màá lọ kó foreign rice ni. Mo wá sọ wípé no. Àwọn tá a fẹ́ fún lówó ń bí báyìí local rice. Mo wá ṣojú báyìí local rice la fẹ́ kàn tà. A fẹ́ kí àwa local rice too kó náà move kó lẹ̀. Kò lè yá. Kò lè yá. Fún kankan. Torí inú tiẹ̀ tí bí gbogbo àwọn yòókù, she was not looking at my face. I was like, local rice la fẹ́ òun là ń kówó fún. Even àárín gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá sọ pé ẹ fẹ́ gbowó lọ máa ra tajà lọ rajà ń lo òyìnbó nísìnyí ẹ mọ̀ wọ́n made in Nigeria. She was like, no, the price is different. No problem. So again, ẹ má bínú, let me just rush this. Mo ti gbọ́. So then, because it will not be good when we give you the money or when you have the money, the grant, the loan. We have so many grants. That we need that padao. So but it's when you have that type of information. So, but they about to get that pada. Báwo lẹ ṣe fẹ́ dá padà? Then you have to, your business must be moving. You have to do that marketing. I don't know why some people can't do marketing. You know, there was one time I was in a place to talk. This woman actually walked up to me and she was like, Mommy, I can't speak publicly. I said, hey, what happened to you that you cannot speak publicly? Because this person is a fine person. We used to use that finance to get people. What is Mommy talking about? If I use my packaging for you, for instance, I'm sorry. You know, people sometimes don't always see tall ladies like this. You know, because I'm fat, you don't know that I'm that tall. So, mo wá fẹ́ tajà nísìn tí mo kọ́kọ́ rìn lọ báyìí. I don't want to show my back. So what rìn lọ báyìí. There was one day I did one video like that in the shop. One man just called me, Madam, pot tẹ dìmú yẹn lónìí. Mo ní 250,000. Ṣó lè jó ṣògbó lálẹ́ mo ní lágbára Ọlọ́run. He paid o. Ìyẹn ò kàn mí. Òun àti ìyàwó rẹ̀ náà mọ̀ rojọ́. Ibi tó ti rìpọ́ọ̀tì. Sí tèmi ni pé èmi ti gbowó, èmi ò sì mọ̀ rí. Period. Sometimes we use some emotional. Èmi ò mẹ́kún sùn ilé mọ́ bẹ̀bẹ̀. Àmọ́ ṣe packaging ni a ṣe. If you go to my page, there are some equipment that I sell. I purposely use it. You understand? I want to have it myself so that màá lè polówó fún ẹ pé iṣẹ́ tí kìíní ìṣe ni. Some people, you say you are selling clothes, you don't want to wear the clothes. Please, who will wear the clothes? So most times, invest in yourself as well. Go and know how to use that thing. So that when a customer walks in, you can operate it very well. And if they are not, because sometimes I don't only sell market, I do training as well. You understand? So when you are not called to come and do training on certain things, what on taking go? So that is where the problem is. So please.
Thank you very much, ma.